It's probably the most acrobatic way to get from A to B, but experts at Parkour or free running like to think it's the most efficient too.
Yes, the fancy moves have been featured in action movies and glossy commercials, and free running is becoming more and more popular among teenagers in Wales.
Yeah, so much so that there's now a gym at Pontypool where children as young as 8 can receive expert tuition. More than 100 are practising spins and tumbles with a guaranteed soft landing. Jane Solomon's just about caught up with the coaches in Cardiff Bay.
It's the freedom of it, really. It's so accessible, you can just go out and do it. You don't need to buy any equipment for it.
Not how most of us would choose to get to work or anywhere, but a lot more exciting. Parkour or free running first came from France, but Wales exponents give it the wow factor.
It's not like you're performing for the judges or you're trying to score a goal, it's like you do it for yourself.
Urban settings like Cardiff Bay allow this team called Fluidity to flow. In Llangollen, the free run crew roll and tumble through rural terrain. It's not meant to be competitive, but fun and most of all creative. It certainly keeps you fit.
It's all about bettering yourself, not trying to compete and be better than someone else.
Who says children are becoming couch potatoes?
It's scary. I'm starting to see 10-year-olds who are a bit more muscly than us lot, so it's starting to get to that point, yeah.
So how do you learn how to do something like this? From the School of Hard Knocks? Well, actually there is an academy of soft landings of sorts right here in Wales.
The experienced free runners are now coaches to over 100 members at this gym near Pontypool, some as young as 8.
Okay guys, run round, knees up. Make sure you're bringing your knees right up.
When you're aiming for the top, it's a long way down, but cushions are a lot more comfortable than concrete.
It suits these teenagers down to the ground.
Well, I've tried every sport, basketball, football, I just really love it. I've always loved climbing, jumping, and as soon as I found about the gym, I just got here straight away and been coming about 2 years.
It has been seen as subversive, but these exponents appear to be positive role models.
They're really inspirational. It's nice to see like you're only about 2-3 years between us and how good you can become in that amount of time.
Free running and parkour, it teaches good principles and kind of ways of being, and people who do it generally they treat it like an art, and that rubs off on their life in general.
People who come in quite young, I mean, you tend to find the younger ones will have a lot more interest in it because they're still at the age where they're using their imagination a lot more, so they pick it up a lot quicker.
The idea is they're safe on and off the streets, with gymnastics experts overseeing the sessions.
Love doing the twists, and I can help them do that, and dip your shoulder wherever you need to do. So they love it. It's they're burning off a lot of energy. They'd be out on the streets learning these moves. In here, you've got the safety aspect of it. Very little injuries in here with all the crash mats and matting we've got around.
They may be off the wall, but their attitude's grounded. Jane Solomon's Wales Tonight, Cardiff.
Wow, you could certainly beat the traffic jams getting to work. You could sort of jump over the cars, couldn't you?
You could indeed. It looked incredible, didn't it? Do you fancy a go?
Don't try it at home. I think you'll damage the lampshades. Right?
I'd probably do more than that. I think I'll damage my arms and my legs.
Break your neck. Yeah. On to sport now, and football fans are counting the days to the weekend's 2 big FA Cup games. Both Swansea and Cardiff are, of course, taking on Premiership opposition. Yes, the Swans travel to face Portsmouth, the holders of the trophy, while the Bluebirds will welcome Arsenal. And as Rob King reports, that could be a very special fixture.